Hey guys, what's up? Today I got an OU match. This one is against the J-Chai 307. And yeah, I'm bringing the Pokemon that, I felt like bringing because I see them in my boxes. I have like almost 20 of them full up. Some of them are less than full, but I really do need to add a few though and update some sets and change a few moves. And I need to basically, what I really need to do is like give myself like 999 scarves, life orbs, expert belts, leftovers, etc., so that I can just change the Pokemon that like an item I just want to change instead of the set, because I don't want to have every single dedicated set every single time because that takes up way too many spots in my boxes. But anyways, whatever. I'm gonna lead with my Celebi because I figure Starmie is gonna lead. Mesprit maybe, Jirachi too. The latter two being probably U-turners, so I would switch out accordingly. But no, he's gonna lead with his Starmie, and he's gonna hit with an Ice Beam. He's gonna do a lot, but I'm still gonna live because I think that's specs damage. I'm pretty sure. And Giga Drain's just gonna flat OHKO him because mine is stab and his is not. Plus, I have base 100 defenses and his is I believe 85 or 75, 85, something like that. Starmie's pretty bulky when you think about it. It's also really fast. It's just not that strong, which is kind of like a Deoxys speed, kind of, just not as fast or bulky, but better typing, I guess. One's psychic and water never hurts anything basically. But yeah, so he's gonna go for the Ice Beam on his best friend. I figured it would be a U-turn, so I switched to my Vaporeon. Ice Beam does nothing anyways. Then he's gonna go for the Stealth Rocks as I go for the Skull, just hoping for the burn. Also thinking that Terrakion might want to come in, and I'd rather burn that and do a big hefty chunk of damage than Toxic it, because Toxic, it's hard to stall out a Pokemon that offensive. But yeah, then I'm just going to switch into his Jirachi. I figured he'd switch into his Slowbro to take the Scald, so I went for the Toxic. Of course, it does nothing. Now I go for the Scald as he goes for the Body Slam. He paralyzes me. I burn him. That's perfect because now I know if he wants to flinch hacks me all day, he really won't be able to because he'll be dying relatively quickly and won't be doing very much damage to me. In fact, Body Slam is actually much stronger. Well, I mean, 60 versus 80 compared to Iron Head. So he's actually going to keep going for the Body Slam, not even try to flinch hacks me. I'm going to go for the Wish. I figure I'll probably lose a couple turns, so I figure just start going for the Wish now. But yeah, like I said, he just went for the Body Slam. Now he's going to show me Wish, so I'm like, okay, his last move is either going to be like Protect or probably like U-turn or maybe like Ice Punch or Fire Punch. So I want to try and catch him, maybe dumping the Wish on something. I was thinking he'd want to go into Tracheon at this point, just so that he can leave a Scald and hopefully not get burned, and then start taking me out. So I'm going to switch out to my Latios because it's the only thing on my team that is actually straight up faster than Tracheon, other than Raikou. But I don't want to go into Raikou because he can't really take out a Terrakion. He is Life Orb with Thunderbolt, but a Specs Dracometer is way stronger than that. But he's just going to go for the Body Slam. I'm not even going to pass out that Wish. So I'm like, okay, shit, that Body Slam did a lot. It was a crit, but... Or was it Iron... No, sorry, it was Iron Head. Or was it Body Slam? I don't know. I totally missed it. Why did I totally miss it? Whatever. I go for the Trick. He goes for Protect, so that solves that mystery of his fourth move. And I'm just gonna go for the Trick again because I figured there's nothing else he wants specs. I considered him switching to Slowbro because at least that can take use of it, or perhaps Mesprit. But I'm just like, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Both of them kind of get crippled. So I am gonna just go for it again. He's gonna Body Slam me and paralyze me, which is I would have preferred him to lock himself into Iron Head, of course. But, Body Slam works too. I'm just going to go for the Draco Meteor, figuring he'll want to switch out because I'm already paralyzed, so that's sort of why he stayed in, knowing he's going to get hit with a Scarf or Specs. And I'm just going to go for Draco Meteor, and he is going to switch into his Mesprit, and that's going to do a big chunk of damage, but I know I don't want to stand because he's already shown me Ice Beam, and I know he's faster because I'm paralyzed. And, yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch back out to my Vaporeon because it has shown that I can take an Ice Beam very easily, and Ice Beam is indeed what he's going to go for, and that's going to do very little damage, as it did previously. Now at this point, I believe I'm just going to go for the Scald, just try and kill him off, and he's going to switch into his, the name's throwing me off, it's Zurozuka, that's the Japanese name, but it's really Scrafty, there we go. And that's not going to burn, unfortunately. But I figure because I don't see leftovers and I did quite a bit of damage, he's probably the Dragon Dance set. And that's really the popular set. No one really likes bulky sweepers as much as other... usually it's just Dragon Dance. I mean, bulk up is... it's okay. But whatever. I was hoping to get the burn, and if his shed skin activated, I know he'd be bulky. Either way, I'm going to go with my Conkeldurr because, yeah, he can drain punch me, but even after +1, it's not really going to do that much damage. And he doesn't have a life orb. He does have the Lumberry instead, most likely. He could be rested. I don't really know. Probably just Lumberry with, 3 attacks, Ice Punch, Drain Punch, and Crunch, because without Ice Punch, you're kind of screwed against Gliscor. But I'm just going to go for the bulk up because I know he won't be able to come close to killing me, and he doesn't. I'm going to go for it again because I'm going to take the Drain Punch even better, and he's not going to be healing up any HP, so he doesn't really want to stay in. And I have Mach Punch to hit anything he wants to switch into. He is going to go into his Slowbro, and I'm like, does that mean he has Psychic? That totally means he has Psychic, because he wouldn't want to Skull Burn me, because he knows I have Guts. So, yeah, I'm going to go for the payback. Unfortunately, I'm faster, kind of. But I do get a crit, so it's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And he's going to Psychic me. I am going to just hang on just very barely, which is awesome. Because, basically, Conkeldurr's here to stop Terrakion. And, if his Scrafty got a couple Dragon Dances, stop that too. And I was really glad, honestly, to see that. Because I'm like, I just want to bring Conkeldurr. People don't really bring him anymore. It's not really fair. He's really strong, and he's got a nice clown nose. So I saw those two, and I'm like, oh god, Conkeldurr is going to be so nice. So now I'm going to predict him to switch. Well, I mean, Drain Punch would still kill, so I'm going to sort of predict him to switch. I'm like, he's probably going to switch out to get the Regenerator. So Drain Punch is going to be my strongest option against anyone else on his team. And it does hit that Jirachi for a lot. In fact, KOing it and getting me a lot of health. His Trakion's going to come in here. At this point, I told him, I'm like, you could have done something else, and that would have helped you more. And he's like, what's that? I'm like, I'll tell you after. But yeah, he loses his Terrakion. I guess, whatever. He doesn't really think he can win at this point. And a +2 Mach Punch is, really powerful against something that's, stab super effective, all that stuff. Now he's actually going to do what I was thinking, and that is go to Slowking. What I was thinking was go into Slowking, switch out, let Regenerator heal you, and sacrifice his Mesprit, and then come back in, and he'll be able to take a payback again, and I'm... Like, last time I was at, 313 when I took that Psychic, and it did about 300 damage. So here it probably would have killed me if, it would have been more or less this turn, I think, that he's hitting me with a Psychic. And he'd be able to take a payback because it did less than half after the crit. Well, it wasn't a KO with the crit, so it would be less than half. But he didn't really think about that till now, so his Trakion's now gone, which is unfortunate. Here I figure... He can Drain Punch me, but it's not going to do all that much. Plus, it's actually, not going to do a lot to where just killing him with a Mach Punch is beneficial. And B, can actually give him more health so that when I Drain Punch him, I gain more back. So I'm back almost at full, which is perfect because now when he sends in his Slowbro, he can't have any chance of KOing me. Here I'm like, his health is kind of close to not being in payback KO range. I almost considered going out to my Raikou just to kind of be a dick. And hit him with a Life Orb Thunderbolt for the kill, that way to solidify my 6-0. But, whatever. I mean, just go for the payback. If it doesn't kill, go to Raikou after. And it does indeed kill. So that's the end of the battle. And hope you guys enjoyed kind of a Conkeldurr sweep. But you know what? I haven't seen a Conkeldurr in so long. And I really don't know why. I mean, I know X-Schedule got banned, and that was the main sort of counter for it. Not counter, check. But... yeah, he's still really strong. But, I mean, I guess Machamp went UU, and he's basically a younger brother of Machamp. Or older brother of Machamp. Stronger, better moveset. Except the whole dynamic punch and stuff. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to let you guys enjoy your evening or morning or whenever you watch this. And I'll see you tomorrow.